Hey guys, the time has arrived. It has been a little while since I have had anything done to my 2019 model Triumph Speedmaster, nicknamed Speedy, I like to call her, and I'm heading to Swindon motorcycles today. We're nearly here actually, and we're gonna have a little bit of work done to Speedy. Excuse me if I'm speaking too loud, I've got my earplugs in, I can't hear a thing, I just remembered that. I wonder what it feels like I'm speaking loudly. But yeah, we're here at Blade. It's like a two-part bit of work we're doing today. Well, we're not doing it, the garage is gonna do it. So I've got a little bit going on. I'll explain the two parts of what I'm gonna have done to Speedy today, and then we shall catch you once the work is done and show you what she looks like. See you in a bit. Alrighty, so we're here at Blade Motorcycles, my favourite dealership to come to, and I do a lot of test riding bikes here actually. He's got everything. There's some quality bikes, always a lot parked here to look at. But back to Speedy. So what's going on? So as I was saying, it's two parts really, what I'm going to get done today, hopefully all today. First is like sort of maintenance work, tell you what that is in a second, and then the second is cosmetic practical, the fun stuff for the Speedmaster, which I've been planning on doing for a while. She needed to come in for a bit of work anyway, so I thought I'd just book it in, get them delivered here, and then they can fit it all here, upgrade her a bit, get her looking good. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited. So I'll show you what needs to be done maintenance wise, then we'll go over what fun bits we're potentially gonna do. Boring bits first, bit of maintenance work. She's actually the rear indicator, left indicator here. Because I'm often in London, I was moving her around and actually walked her back and clipped this rear indicator on a lamppost, which was a little bit annoying, so I knocked it loose. So I've just got actually tape there and tape holding on the plastic sort of casing here, which is a bit annoying, so they might have to replace that whole indicator. We'll see how they get on today. So that's number one. Number two, little maintenance job. It's actually, I don't know if you saw my Portugal tour. At the beginning, I recently did a Portugal tour, motorbike tour through the Jura Valley. Absolutely stunning. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. It's beautiful. Anyway, at the beginning of that tour, and that was, well, I don't know, it's about a month ago now, my timing's pretty bad. There was a wobble in the steering, just a slight wobble. Not going in a straight line when you're coming around a corner, like mid-corner or corner entry. It's like a wobble at the front steering, so I wasn't sure what it was. I thought maybe it was bad tyre pressure. Yeah, basically I thought it was tyre pressure, but I checked the tyres are fine. Now I thought potentially it's to give my technical knowledge the steering like head. Something had worn out to make it wobble a bit, but I don't think it's that. Triumph, well, Blade Motorcycles here reckon it's the balancing potentially of the front steering, something to do with that. Forgive my technical knowledge, I don't sound like a wizard here. To be honest, I don't know what it is. They're going to look at that today and hopefully try and sort that wobble out as well and work out what the problem was there. It's good to get that done. It's not a deal breaker, but actually mid-corner when you get a bit of a wobble on, it's a little bit annoying and not that reassuring mid-corner. Okay, so let's do a quick spin around of Speedy as she is now. So the last modifications I've got done, which were the first bunch, were the slip-on Vance and Hines stainless steel exhausts, which are beautiful, such a nice noise, not too loud, nice and throaty. The highway screen, that's also one of the first modifications. And then we come down to the seat actually. Yeah, I got the comfort seat fitted. But other than that, she is bog standard 2019 Triumph Speedmaster as she is. So guys, that is everything to the bike. Actually, one thing, I've had it decatted as well. So there's an X-Pipe decat, which I bought from Tech Bikes up north, which has been really good. But yeah, I'm gonna take her in now, drop her off, leave her at Blade here for them to do some work. And then I shall catch you when all of the work is done, and I'll show you the practical and good looking features for the modifications that I'm doing. We'll go over the cost as well. I'll go over how much everything cost and lay out exactly where I got it from and everything in case you're interested in it. Okay guys, I've picked Speedy up from Blade Swindon, from the garage, and she's had her work done there. The 5 modifications Speedy's gonna get. The garage, we're doing like some maintenance work, so there were the 2 things. They've done the rear left indicator, and actually the head bearings, they've replaced the head bearings, I'm pretty sure it was, because there was that wobble in the front handlebars, like coming into a corner it just had a wobble, which is pretty unsettling, to be honest. So yeah, they've fixed the head bearings, completely replaced it. Apparently it had a notch in it, so yeah, they've completely replaced that and it feels absolutely great, back to new. And they've actually replaced the whole rear indicator, brand new one there as well. I'll let you know those costs, how much that costs just for the maintenance, and then we'll get into the 5 new cosmetic modifications that I'm doing to her, which I'm pretty excited about. Improve the looks and like practicality and comfort, just a bit more making the bike me, which I think is important for motorcycling. You know, I've never really done it before. I've never really customized a bike before, so I'm excited about that. So I'll just show you quickly. I mean, it's no different. That's the right indicator, which is still didn't break, and then the left one here, which I was just manoeuvring the bike, walking it back in London in the city, and I hit a lamppost, so it sort of cracked it off, and I ended up having to tape on the plastic section here. So yeah, so basically it's just a standard brand new indicator there. And obviously you won't be able to see it, but they've replaced the head bearings as well. So to be honest, I'm not too much technically knowledgeable about that. I need to do some reading up on it, but apparently something had a notch in it, so it was causing it to wobble. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, brand new one of those, which is good. I'm dragging this out a bit, aren't I? You want to know the costings. The head bearing, fully replaced for a brand new one from the dealership, was £237, and the rear indicator, left indicator, was 87 quid. And that's including fitting, all of the work done, labour and everything. Yeah, a little bit of cash, but to be honest, I wasn't mega surprised. I've actually had it on a previous bike where the head bearing went as well. It just seems to happen to me. I don't know if it happens to many of you other guys, but it seems to be one of the things I get a lot. So that's not too bad. That's the boring stuff out of the way. Let's get back. I'm riding home now. This is a live video. I'm riding home and I'm going to fit the 5 mods myself, which, fingers crossed, hopefully goes okay. Hopefully the bike goes back together all right. It's nothing major. It's aesthetic and comfort, like I say. But let's go back. I'll go back, fit those, and then we shall do the big reveal of Speedy's new look. I've done the work, finally. It's getting a bit late in the day. 5 new exciting mods, which I've been for a bit of a ride already. I'm really excited about it. I think it looks wicked, and I'll just run you through each modification, and then I'll go over how much it costs and sort of the level on sort of 1 to 5 maybe on easiness of fitting it. First modification, which actually you may have noticed earlier in the film if the eagle-eyed of you. Triumph fitted it when the bike was in the garage with them. It's the dresser bars up front. So I've gone for you've got the exhaust headers obviously, and then the chrome dresser bars, which has allowed me to fit another modification which I've always wanted to do and always liked the look of on cruisers. Here are the dresser bars, these front ones. Nice added bit of extra chrome to the bike, which I'm actually really pleased with them. Triumph fit them, because I got them ordered there, so it's easiest to get them to do it. So that is number 1. So it's pretty simple, but chrome dresser bars make it look very nice. Number 2 modification, you may have spotted. I'm not sure what you call them, highway pegs, cruising pegs. Basically just so if I've got my feet on the standard pegs down here, you can, when you're on the highway or motorway, wherever you're located in the world, whatever you like to call it, yeah, you can stretch your legs out and just rest them on here to just sort of be more comfortable and ease your legs off a bit. So I'm going to be annoying and save the prices till the end to reveal that, so you'll have to wait till the end to see that. But I'll give you a closer look at the pegs here. They're just literally just sort of clamped onto the dresser bars here. Not the most expensive. We'll see how the quality holds up, but so far I think they look good and the chrome matches brilliantly. You just fold them down like so, and then you can rest your feet on them. You know, you can do it when you're riding with your feet. You just push it back up like so. So these were on the 1 to 5, 1 being easy, 5 being hard scale of fitting them. I'm going to give it a 1.5. They're really easy. Only a 1.5 because it was quite tight to fit to the actual dresser bar, and I had to put some sort of insulation tape to stop it from scratching on the metal to metal. But other than that, yeah, really pretty simple. All you need is a small spanner and it's straight on there. Okay, sweet. So yeah, really pleased with those. Nice chrome forward sort of cruiser style modifications. Moving on to number 3, and I'll zoom into it now. Yes, it is this little puppy, the brake oil reservoir cap from, if you haven't heard of them, do some wicked stuff. Highly recommend taking a look. They're called Motone, M-O-T-O-N-E. Very good, specifically Triumph Bonnevilles, but they do little bits and trinkets for other bikes as well. Like a brass goldy finish with a Union Jack, because the Triumph being British, I thought was quite a nice touch. You get the Union Jack on the top there, which is a nice added bit to the bike, and it looks, I think it looks really cool. Is it over the top? Is it too blingy? I need to get used to it, I think. Yeah, hopefully it'll weather down a bit because I prefer more of a slightly rustic vibe with that. So how easy is the brass brake reservoir cap to fit on the scale of 1 to 5? I'm going to go half, 0.5. It's mega easy. It's literally 2 screws. You just need a Phillips crosshead screwdriver. Undo the 2 screws, pop off the black plastic one, which isn't the best. Pop this one on. They provide you with 2 screws and an Allen key, and then you just put those 2 screws in. So it's really is easy. Yeah, so that's wicked. Motone, the company, they do some awesome stuff for Triumph Bonnevilles and Harleys and various other bikes. Just little pieces, add-ons and bigger pieces as well. But you could go crazy with their catalogue and just get everything. I've just stuck with that from Motone for now. I may get some other pieces, but at the moment that's pretty cool. I was going to get a filler cap for the fuel, very close to getting the sort of, I think they call it the Thruxton cap or something along those lines, but it doesn't have a lock. So I was thinking, with all my travelling around and everything, leaving the bike, I'd just be nervous leaving it with that nice gold bronze shining filler cap. Someone could just unscrew and take it, so I didn't do that. On to modification number 4. Probably seen it already. Hand grip wraps, leather wraps, sort of vintage brown style, which I really like, to go with the black paintwork on the Speedmaster and the chrome. I personally really like that vintage sort of weathered look. So yeah, I'm really pleased with these. They're from a company called Trip Machine. I've got one of their tank bags. Been forgetting to say how easy it's been to fit them. That's poor planning. These from 1 to 5, the wraps from Trip Machine. 1, very easy. It's like wrapping if you've ever wrapped a tennis racket or a squash racket grip. There's actually also, to be honest, watched a tutorial on YouTube. If you Google how to fit Trip Machine leather hand wraps motorcycle, YouTube that, and it comes up with a really brief 1.5 minute tutorial on how to fit them. So yeah, really easy. On to modification number 5. Last but very much not least, as the saying goes. I lied earlier. I think I said I only got 1 piece from Motone. I got 2. The handlebar risers, they're called the 1-inch up and overs. So they go up 1 inch and then come back towards you 1 inch. Yeah, and I got them in the silver chrome anodized finish. These sort of take some getting used to, but I wanted that more. Same with the dresser bars on the front and the foot pegs for resting on. I wanted a more laid back sort of cruiser vibe, which the Speedmaster has already, but I just wanted to accentuate on that. So I think with the bars a little bit higher up and a little bit closer, you can just lean back that bit more, and hopefully my thinking is be a bit even more comfortable on longer rides. And I think it looks cool with the slightly raised profile at the front of the bike, which comes up above the tank. I think that is a nice look on the bike. They were from Motone. On the scale of fitting, 1 to 5. Okay, I'm really not technical. I'm not gonna like strip apart an engine or anything like that. That would be on the scale of 1,000,000 to me. So fitting these handlebar risers, I'm gonna say it was a 3.5 on the scale from 1 to 5. So it's a little bit tricky, just because I was doing it by myself as well. You got to get ready for this one. Like, get a towel over the tank, get all of your right tools ready, Google the torque settings for the bolts, etc. It's just a little bit fiddly, but not too bad. I think you have to undo 6 bolts in total, and it's fairly simple. It's just a little bit fiddly, but if I've managed to do it in an hour or so, I think most people should be able to get their heads around it. So that is everything. Let's see if I can remember the prices off the top of my head. Well, they're not off the top, I just read my notes, but let's see if I can remember them when riding along. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with it all. Looking forward to running it in and seeing how it goes. The chrome dresser bars at the front, which are a Triumph official part, was £165 all in and fitted. I mean, it's not cheap, is it? But I believe it's good quality metal and good quality chrome. They look very easy to fit. I don't think the blade charged me much to fit them. It's just really the cost of the dresser bars. So yeah, not the cheapest, but it's never going to be really cheap from Triumph official parts, is it? Moving on to something slightly cheaper, which I think is really good value for money, are the Trip Machine hand wraps, leather wraps. They're leather, they've been treated so they are water repellent, they're okay in the rain and everything. They recommend that you treat them every sort of, I think it was 3 to 4 months, and that way it will keep them in good condition, but they'll actually weather nicely, which I think will be a really nice feature. They cost £16 for the pair. That was a good buy. Okay, so on to another fairly good priced part actually, I think, are the highway pegs. These ones up forward. Really, really good. We shall see how they hold up. I'm not too sure on the quality of the metal, to be honest. I got them off of eBay, trusty old eBay, for 30 quid for both. They're weighty, they feel really weighty, so yeah, we'll see how they go. It all needs bedding in, need to do a trip and see how it all works out. On to one of the finest trinkets, which I really like, the Motone brake reservoir cap here with the Union Jack on it in the brass finish. That's £59.99. I'm really pleased with it. It's a good weight, real good quality, and it fit perfectly. Okay, so coming on to the last part, the last price, the handlebar risers from Motone, the up and over 1-inch risers. They were £139.99, so £139.99. Yeah, and you can get them in black or anodized. That I've got the sort of chrome finish. I've got big hopes for these. I think they're going to make the ride really nice and comfortable. I may have to do a little bit more adjusting with the sort of angle of the bars just to get that perfect position, but so far they feel really cruisy, really nice, like just laid back. I'm looking forward to just going for more riding and getting used to the modifications. I know it's nothing major, nothing technical, but it's nice little features to the bike. It's always nice to make a bike your own. The overall costs of all of my work done, and a little help from Blade Motorcycles, is £731. An investment well worth doing. Part of that obviously is the steering head bearings and the indicator, which I had to get done, and then the rest I think well worth it. Got some great deals with the pegs down here on eBay. We'll see how they go. Let's pop them out. Oh yes, oh yes, cruisy. That's awesome. Yeah, the hand grip's really good bargain. This is so cool, the Motone grips there and the risers just make it all feel wicked. Really pleased. Hope you like the new mods, guys, for Speedy. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Hope you're all doing well out there and enjoying your summers, and hopefully this has given you some inspiration to perhaps do some mods to your bike. Till next time, we'll see you in the next one. Ciao bella.